Have you ever felt overwhelmed in the middle of this pandemic? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Delighted to be your host for our morning meditation program. This is a three-part series. Today is Tuesday. Today is going to be a great day. It's no secret, and I don't have to tell anyone in the rooms that it's easy to feel overwhelmed. This is a three-part program. First, we begin with a little inspiration, and this morning we will be drawing from Pope Francis and his invitation to each of us for how to deal with overwhelming feelings. The second part is the heart of the practice, a morning contemplative practice, where we turn the gaze inwards and sit in silence for 20 minutes, enjoying the miracle of our own breath. And then the third part of the program, very central to St. Ignatius, was the Jesuit Examen, where we simply look over the last 24 hours and name where we have found God in our everyday, ordinary lives. And we drop that in the comment box, and I will share my own experience of God's reality in my life over the last 24 hours. So, on the topic of overwhelm, let's move to our favorite pontiff, Pope Francis. Sometimes when I think about the challenges before us, I feel overwhelmed, but I'm never hopeless. We are accompanied, we are sifted, yes, and it is painful. Many of us feel powerful and even afraid, but there is an opportunity in this crisis to come out better. What the Lord asks of us today is a culture of service, not a throwaway culture. But we can't serve others unless we let their reality speak to us. To go there, you have to open your eyes and let the suffering around you touch you, so that you hear the Spirit of God speaking to you from where? The margins. That's why I need to warn you about three disastrous ways of escaping reality that block growth and the connection with reality, and especially the action of the Holy Spirit. I'm thinking of narcissism, discouragement, and pessimism. Narcissism, discouragement, and pessimism. Narcissism takes you to the mirror to look at yourself, to center everything on you, so that is all you see. You end up so in love with the image you created that you end up drowning in it. The news is only good if it's good for you personally. And if the news is bad, it's because you are its chief victim. Now, discouragement leads you to lament and complain about everything so that you no longer see what is around you nor what others offer you, only what you think you've lost. Discouragement leads to sadness in the spiritual life, which is a worm that gnaws away at you from the inside. Eventually, it closes you in on yourself, and you can't see anything beyond yourself. And then there's pessimism, which is like a door you shut on the future and the new thing it can hold. A door you refuse to open in case one day there'll be something new on your doorstep. These are the three ways that block you, paralyze you, and cause you to focus on those things that stop you from moving ahead. They are all in the end about preferring the illusions that mask reality rather than discovering all we might be able to achieve. They are siren voices that make you a stranger to yourself. To act against them, you have to commit to the small, concrete, positive actions you can take, whether you're sowing hope or working for justice. One of my hopes for this crisis we are living in is that we will come back to contact with reality. We need to move from the virtual to the real. Let me repeat that. We need to move from the virtual to the real, from the abstract to concrete, from the adjective, from the adjective to the noun. There are so many real flesh and blood brothers and sisters, people with names and faces, deprived in ways that we have never been able to see, listen to, or recognize. Why? Because we have been focused on ourselves. But now, some of these blindfolds have fallen away, and we have a chance to see with new eyes. Wow. Thank you, Pope Francis. Let us dream with you. And one of the best practices for a dreamer is a morning practice, to turn the gaze inwards. We hear again and again through Ignatian spirituality, we go within or we go without. My friend Yoko Beck says the only thing more difficult than a morning practice is not having one. So welcome, let's move to this opportunity for a little miracle, for a little optimism in the middle of COVID-19. I invite you to get comfortable. I strongly suggest taking off the shoes. They say synthetic rubber is one of the biggest health obstacles of the 21st century. We rarely make contact with the earth. I'll lower the lights while you get comfortable. And again, my mantra, one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I will set the timer for 20 minutes, so you don't even have to worry about that. Got it? I'll ring the bell to get us started, and I'll ring the bell at the end of the meditation. Let's begin. Listen, listen, the sound of the bell returns us to our true home. Let's begin by lowering or closing our eyes, whatever feels safe to you, and start with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times. Then engage your sacred word, drop down, and enjoy a little deep rest. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, bringing fresh oxygen to the brain and the body. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own and enjoy the miracle of meditation.
All right, friends, gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, let's open the eyes. Let's circle the wrist a little, bring a little energy into the body, reverse the train, and a little morning stretching. Inhale, raise the arms up, look towards the heavens, clasp the hands together, lean towards the left, back to the center, to the right. Try to keep your biceps by your ears. Back to the center. Little back bend. Little forward bend. Healthy spine, healthy body. Inhale, raise the hands up. And release. Shake out anything you've been holding on to the last 24 hours. Just let go, release, surrender.
Wonderful job, everyone. Now we'll move into the Jesuit Examine. And here, please drop anything you'd like in the comment box about where God's come alive for you recently. And I have plenty to share this morning. The last 24 hours, God has been very gratuitous to me, in the words of Ignatius. Yesterday, my friend Annette took me for a tour of the Monastery of the Angels in Hollywood, which was nothing short of exceptional. Carlos, the manager, took us around and started showing the grounds, and then at the end he said he had something special he wanted to show me, and he took me towards the backyard of the cloister, and we went all the way to the top where there was this huge Sacred Heart of Jesus that overlooked all of Hollywood. It was really, as Tom LaBonge would say, a little slice of paradise. So yeah, that was really remarkable, and it just kept getting better and better. As I left, they gave me some pumpkin bread and their delicious peanut butter brittle and some little chocolate candies. So yeah, what a wonderful afternoon that was. Then, secondly, where God has come alive, I know I've shared with some of you. Jesuits do an 8-day retreat every year. This year, retreat is online because of COVID. So many of you know Father Tom Weston. He is directing our retreat that's usually at Sarah in Malibu, but this year it's on Zoom for priest and recovery. And it started last night. It was really amazing. Our next talk will be in 30 minutes at 10 o'clock. So this week, beg your pardon, I might keep my comments a little short so that I'm not late for the retreat. And then last but by far not least, eyes to see. How much do we love Pope Francis? I can't tell you how inspirational his words are for me when he says about overwhelm, but this idea that in the middle of a crisis, we absolutely can come out better by imagining a new future. So it was wonderful to read that and be inspired with all of you this morning through that little meditation from his book, Let Us Dream. I really could not have enjoyed it anymore. I may even go and reread it. All right, well, that's enough from me. Drop your comments in the comment box. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. God bless you.